When I came to Next Step about 4 years ago, I was barely 18 and only graduated high school about 2 months prior. I found myself pregnant and I had no clue who I was going to turn to. I still lived at home with my parents at the time and had no idea how I was going to tell them. Next Step prayed with me and offered resources and classes to help me get through my pregnancy and to help me get started with my new baby. Almost 2 years later, I found myself in this position again. I had people around me questioning my capability. I was already struggling as a single mom of one, and how was I going to do it with another? I was strongly advised by some in my life to get an abortion. For weeks, I stayed up crying myself to sleep, trying to figure out what I was going to do. I went to Next Step Women's Center to find support through this journey I was about to begin with another baby. I was so incredibly embarrassed to be walking through those doors again. I was a single mom of a 1.5-year-old and pregnant again. All I could think was that these ladies were going to look at me and think, don't these girls know what causes this? Don't they know how to prevent babies? I walked through those doors in tears that day, not knowing what to expect. But as soon as I finally built up the courage and walked through those doors, covered in tears, I was embraced in nothing but hugs and love and prayer and reassurance that they would be there with me every step of the way in making the best decision of my life to keep my baby. Every last worry I had was lifted from my body. I no longer had the feelings of shame and guilt and embarrassment of walking through the doors. I knew I was exactly where I needed to be at this moment. I then took the prenatal classes and got to meet a lot of other women and make new friends with these new moms that were in the exact same position I was in. And I actually went on to have a very successful natural water birth and a very successful breastfeeding journey with my sweet baby boy that I never got to have with my first, thanks to these classes. About a month or so ago, I found myself in a situation where I didn't know how I was going to feed my babies or supply diapers. I had just had to get a new car. I had just got a new job, and we were just falling short at the time. I called the Next Step Women's Center looking for resources to get help, and they invited me to come into the center, and so I did. They welcomed me into their arms like I was a part of the family once again. They gave me a gift card to Walmart to go get groceries to get started for the week. They gave me diapers and wipes to help with the baby for a couple of weeks, and gave me some resources on where to get further assistance with food in my area. I am so incredibly thankful for everything everyone at Next Step has done for me and my babies. They have made such a huge impact on my life, and I could never thank them enough. I also want to say to anyone who has ever supported this organization, thank you. Thank you for the difference you have made in my life, my children's life, and the countless other women who have needed the resources that Next Step provides.